Hey guys, we're back. Story time with Mr. Gary. Me. Story time with Mr. Gary. We did this all through COVID. Um, I absolutely loved it. We have over 100 plus stories of Mr. Gary reading his favorite books to you and your favorite books to you. And we stopped, of course, over the summer. And so many people have been asking for it. So I'm going to come back one day a week, every Thursday at this time at 3:30. And let me leave the comments on so I can see it. Um, every Thursday at 3:30, we'll do a new book. And if you have any suggestions, please, just let Mr. Gary know, send us an email or what. So the book that we're doing today is What the Road Said by Cleo Wade. Absolutely love this. Never knew Cleo Wade, but really nice, really nice. And I was joking with Miss Brittany. I keep on wanting to sing the song What the Fox Says, but we're going to read the book instead, What the Road Said. And here's the great picture, right? Have you ever wanted to go in a different direction? Like going one way, you want to try something else. Have you ever wondered if there was something more, something out there, something just, I don't know, different? I did too. Then one day I was walking my usual way home when out of nowhere, for no reason at all, almost as if it was magic, a road appeared. I couldn't believe my eyes. So I walked over to the road, right? So it's just walking along the road, just popped out of nowhere. And I said to the road, "Where do you lead?" And the road said, "Be a leader and find out." Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, Adrian just signed in. Hey, Adrian. Cleo Wade. So where do you lead? I don't know. Be a leader, find out. How do I start? I asked. And the road just smiled and said, "You have already started." We should be on YouTube, Adrian, right? Brittany? We are on YouTube, Adrian. So the road smiled and you've already started. Hey, Connor. What will happen when I get there? Well, we've just begun, said the road. Don't skip straight to the ending. Enjoy the beginning and the middle, too. That, my grandmother, my sweet Irish grandmother used to say that all the time. Gary, you have to enjoy everything. You just don't want to have your dessert. You want to enjoy the whole meal. And she wasn't just talking about eating. She was talking about life. Like, all the little parts are great. Which way do I go? Look, there's so many choices. That's your choice to make, said the road. So it's kind of up to us which way we take, right? But what happens if I take the wrong way? And the road curved a little, almost as if it was trying to give me a hug, and said, "Don't worry, sometimes we go the wrong way on our way to the right way." Oh, you hear that? I kind of like that. Sometimes you go the wrong way to realize you're going the right way. All right, now what if I get scared? Because going something different, trying something new, that could be scary. And the road said, "That's okay. You're brave," said the road. "But what does it mean to be brave?" I asked, and the road guided me through a very gloomy forest. Look at that. Kind of scary, right? Ooh. Even though I was frightened, I trusted the road. And as I took one step and another step after that, the road gently whispered, "Being brave isn't what you're afraid of doing something. It's when you're afraid of doing something, but you do it anyway. So don't let what scares you keep you from continuing to do your path." That word of advice is some of the best guys we have. You're afraid of something, you do it anyway. And you might be afraid the whole time, but that's okay. One step in front of the other and doing it. Like we just had our surf camp the other day, right? A couple of weeks ago now, I guess. And a few of the kids were a little scared to go on the surfboards. but they tried it and they tried it. And now some of my favorite surfers are the ones that were so scared in the beginning, but they tried it and they keep on going back and back and back. So he said, will I always move forward? Will I always do better? And the road said, not always, said the road. Well, why not? I want to always do better. Well, sometimes we stumble backwards and sometimes you just stand still, right? So we don't always succeed. That's okay, though. What if I fall? Well, everybody falls at some point, said the road, but I will always be there when you land. That's kind of nice, right? Ooh, look at that. All the stars. What if I get lost? There may be some days that feel long and dark, said the road, but I promise you that no matter what, I will always give you the evening stars and the morning sun to light your way. What if I grow weary or if I get hurt, right? This kid's like really worrying about everything. And the road said, I will give you trees of all shapes and sizes to shelter you when you need to rest and heal. So look, popped a little tent down there, a little scout tent underneath the big tree. Chilling out at night, going camping. Ooh, look at that. Kind of looks like the wineries up in Canada, right? What if I get lonely? All right, I've been lonely. What if I get lonely? Oh, couldn't find the words. You are never alone, said the road, ever. Why? Because the road's always with you. What if I change? Come with me, said the road. And as I moved forward, the road introduced me to a caterpillar and a family of seeds. Can you see the caterpillar in there? At first, they thought he was two caterpillars, but it was just one long one. And you say, hey, look at the caterpillar and the seeds. What do you think is going to happen? The caterpillars change? You know they do. We didn't have to stay long. The road began taking me on a journey through the seasons. I watched summer turn into fall and fall turn into winter. And as spring was upon us, I realized we have gone in one big, beautiful circle. I looked down and found I was standing in front of the caterpillar and the seeds once more. Only the caterpillar was no longer a caterpillar. What was it? You know the answer. And the seeds had turned to flowers of every color swaying in the sun. Look at that. How beautiful is that? The road then raised me up and said, all things grow, all things change. That is the magic of being alive. You too, all of us, you and me, we will find our wings. You too will bloom. No living thing is meant to stay the same. Right? That's kind of what it means to be alive, to grow and change and learn. I'm excited. Like Mr. Gary's probably older than you, and guess what? I cannot wait to learn my new next thing. Every single day I wake up, I jump out of bed. Well, not always jump. Sometimes I climb slowly. Sometimes I jump though. And I'm so excited about what the new day is going to bring. Where I'm going to go, who do I get to talk to, who I get to read my stories to. All right, so what if I need help on my journey? Well, you could ask your fellow travelers along the way. What if they're mean to me? Lead them with kindness, said the road. Well, how? By being kind. It's really as simple as that, right? You got to show people the right way to treat people. But what if they want to fight? Lead them to peace, said the road. But how do I lead them to peace? Now, this was a great one. Cleo, the writer, just nailed it. By listening to their stories and telling them yours and reminding that you're all on this journey together. I cannot tell you how wise those words are, because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. We're all the same on the inside, and no matter, what your beliefs are or where you live or what you think on the inside, we all want to be loved and to grow and to learn. It's kind of exciting. So what if the world around us is filled with hate? Oh, sometimes it feels that way, right? Lead it to love, the road said. But how? By sharing the power of your love with it, said the road. You know, it's funny. A lot of times people tell Mr. Gary that the world's a rough place. I don't see it because all we do is do good things for others, and we bring all of our families together just trying to make the world a better place. And you know what happens when people do that? The world becomes a better place, guys. So what if something unexpected happens? You keep going. But what if there are mountains that are too tall to climb? What if there are rivers that are too wide to cross? What if I get my heart broken? Oh, that's kind of sad. What if I feel stuck? What if giving up is easier? Sometimes people feel giving up is easier, but what does the road say? You keep going, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going, said the road, just one step in front of another. And sometimes when you fall, yes. Sometimes when you go the wrong way, yes. But you know what you do? We keep going. We keep going forward. And we show people how to be kind. What if I can't do it, right? So this kid's really like, what if I can't do this? And the road goes, you got this. You can, said the road. How do you know I can, right? How do you know? Because you have come this far. All of us, every single person watching this story, look how much you guys have done already. All the things you've done and the things you've learned and the places you've gone and the challenges you've overcome and the challenges you're working on, right? I said to the road, where do you lead? Like, road, where do you go? And the road said, be a leader and find out. I love that. I love that. Oh, my niece is there. Hey, Jessie. Best niece ever, hashtag. So this book was just awesome. Not only is it for kids, it's for adults as well. It's I guess just to let you know, you're not alone and life is hard. Is life easy? No. Sometimes you might be on a little easy street. That's fine. But sometimes it's rough and hard. But you know what? One foot after the other always, always, always helps. Thank you, Jess. I love you too. So hopefully you enjoyed that book, What the Road Said by Cleo Wade. Awesome, awesome. And next Thursday, one of my favorite books ever, The Rabbit Listened. Really, really cool book. Really, really cool book. So you get to listen to that next week. In the meantime, go on our website, poac.net, and we have a bunch of stuff coming up. We have a rodeo this weekend. We have gym parties. We have a 5K and something else we're doing. I forget what. But there's like 4 things in 2 days, and we're doing more and more and more all the time. Just know that Mr. Gary loves you. We are here for you. We are here for your families. And until next week, take care. Know that I love you. And I see you next week. Bye, guys. Bye, Jess.